What do you do, baby? How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the Flagrant Dog Sports Podcast. It's Moses here with his co-host, Isaiah Gessner.
What's up? How we doing?
And we're back
We're
with a
back.
little late in the week video for y'all. The Olympics are about to begin, the Summer Olympics 2024. Personally, for me, growing up, watching the Olympics as a kid, I thought it was the coolest dang thing in the world.
Yes.
And it still is. There's a reason it alternates every 2 years for each of the seasons, but it just holds that much value. We're back with some men's basketball content for y'all, breaking down what we see in these groups. Shouldn't really be a surprise to anyone, but Zay and I both believe that Team USA should win gold in this event.
Yeah.
But we're gonna still break down some of the other teams here because there's a lot of talent, probably some of the most talent, recognizable talent at least, that we've seen in the last few Olympics in this one. So
Yeah. Right out of the gate, I totally agree. This is one of those situations where it is gold or bust. There's
Yep.
no, oh, we got silver. Oh, with a team this talented, we haven't sent a team this talented the past couple of Olympics. And this is up there. I think the dream team comparisons are valid. Obviously losing Kawhi does hurt, but you replace him with a Derek White who is not as good as Kawhi Leonard, don't get it twisted, but is a defensive hound who gets to play now with his teammate in Drew Holiday coming off a championship. Like we can definitely have the Jaylen Brown discussion, and I'm very curious to kind of see what happens in the event Durant doesn't play, because the closer and closer we get, and the fact he isn't playing in these exhibition games, the more my brain starts to drift and wonder, what if he doesn't play? Like,
4 Celtics would be crazy.
Yeah, and the interesting thing too, and what I was going to ask you about the Jaylen Brown stuff, if KD drops out and the Olympic team, Grant Hill, he calls up Jaylen Brown and says, "Hey, we've had someone drop out. Do you want to play for us?" Do you think he says yes?
I don't know. I mean, I hope he would still, but I don't know. The way you presented it, I kind of feel like he wouldn't.
I don't think he does.
I hope he would.
I would too,
Yeah.
because, I'm wearing the Celtics hat, so obviously, you've got the Celtics. I mean, listen, we obviously would be happy to see our finals MVP this season play in the Olympics with JT, Drew, and
Yeah.
Derek. Obviously, having a third of the team be Celtics would be great. That's awesome. But I feel like the fallout of the way the Derek White situation, subbing in for Kawhi, may have really fractured that relationship. So again,
I don't know if it got I mean, he said they're cool. It's just I don't think it's that big a deal, honestly. I honestly think it's blown out of proportion, personally. But I also could see a world where things are starting to drift. But I don't think Derek's that kind of guy. I don't think Jaylen's that kind of guy. But
I think
you
him and
never know
Derek are
what
good.
media, the media and all that, for sure.
I think him and Derek are solid, and he apologized publicly. He said he texted him privately and told him he loved him. Like, listen, I'm sorry, because the way I tweeted that, it definitely came off as disrespectful. And to me, and we talked about it, not in a video, I did not like it from JB, like, at all.
You got to know better. in that.
Have to. And again,
Text your friends, text whoever, but
yeah, be
don't
pissed
go
off.
public. Yeah,
Yeah,
don't go
that's
public.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to be mad. It's okay to have that. And what I had said to Mo was like, if it was not a teammate, I would be fine with the tweet. It's
Yeah,
petty, it's kind of whatever, but it's not your teammate. If it's
might get
Jimmy Butler,
smoky next time you
yeah,
see them.
that's fine.
Whatever.
That's
Cool.
that's
That's
cool. It's
awesome for the sport. Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
If Jimmy Butler is the one instead of Derek White, if it's Paul George, if it's whoever, name it, who was,
Kyrie.
an option,
Yeah.
Kyrie, whatever, and he tweets, "Oh, all right, whatever." Like he's kind of throwing these subliminals, like, "Cool, that's fine." So it's Team Nike. It's not Team USA. You want to form Team Nike. I see how it is. That's cool. That's whatever. But when it is Derek, I don't love it. I don't think his intent was to throw a shot at Derek, obviously.
Yeah.
But you know how media is. And JB, who his whole career having the, oh, him and JT hate each other narrative, you would think you would know, like, oh, maybe I shouldn't tweet
Maybe
this
I should
right
shut
after
up.
it's
Yeah.
Derek.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, so I didn't love it. But you think if KD drops out, and in a world where Grant Hill and Steve Kerr give JB the call, you think he'd pick up and say yeah?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because he also, the only reason I'm skeptical is he said that he'll talk about it after the Olympics. Like he doesn't want to open up about what happened behind the scenes. I feel like something is weird. I think the team Nike thing is fair. It definitely feels that way with the guys that they picked up. Um, again, I'm not mad that Kyrie isn't on the team, but it does also kind of further JB's point a little bit. Even if you don't think Kyrie was, I didn't have him in my top 12
Me neither.
originally. So it's not that I'm like, oh, I think a lot of the people who are mad Kyrie isn't on the team are mad that we didn't get a LeBron Kyrie reunion,
Yeah.
or for some reason think Kyrie is being blackballed, and maybe there is some truth to that by Nike. But I don't know. For in my brain, I could see JB being a little petty with the Olympic team this year and being like, "Nah, you didn't want me before. You don't get me now. Find
Yeah.
someone else."
Mm-hmm.
But
the reason I want him to is because I feel like that then would cause further issues. Like, bro, why would you
without a
speak
doubt,
up? Why'd you speak up and complain in the first place? You had your opportunity, now you don't. Like, it just keep
it does.
snowballing.
I,
So that
it,
is why
yeah,
I hope logically he would say yes.
and I agree with you. If the in an act of unity, if he was proposed that, him saying yes is best for his teammates, his Celtics teammates. It's best for him. It's best for the Olympic team. It helps build that bridge of like, hey, I'm here. I owned up to it. We can move on. But I don't know. I think JB is someone who is willing to stand on
For
what
sure.
he's feeling.
Yeah.
And if he feels slighted, which I definitely think he does, he
Mm-hmm.
might be like, no, call someone else. I don't
Yep.
want to do it. So we'll see. Who
We'll
knows?
see. Yep.
Ideally, I want to see Durant play. So I
Yeah.
hope he's good. He can play. We're set. I'm just getting a little bit worried
Mm-hmm.
that he won't.
We're close. 9 days
9
away.
days. And that's the thing too. The closer we get, the harder it is to get that last minute substitution.
Mm-hmm.
And it's also hard for that player to acclimate themselves. Like,
haven't been around for the
yeah,
exhibitions. Haven't. Yeah.
if it is like, hey, PG, we want you to play. And he's like, well, yeah, I mean, I want to
I can
play.
hoop. Yeah.
But also, or Jalen Brunson, whoever it is. I don't think it would be Brunson because they subbed Kawhi with Derek. I would assume if Durant was subbed, it would be for a wing. But we'll see. Again, hopefully Durant's good.
Yeah.
But I'm getting a little worried.
For sure.
But now to talk about what is present. This US team, as we have it, with Durant on the team, everything like that. Do you agree with me that it's gold or bust? Like there's no
other option. This team is redeemed team, dream team-esque. This team is insane.
It's ridiculous. I think it's just so interesting the way this team was made. Like some of the lore of it, in a sense of, Noah Lyles making the comment about, winning a championship in the NBA. You're not a world champion. You're not. And then that sparking an immediate response from Braun, from Durant, from Curry, who's never played in an Olympics, to be like, okay, then we got something to show. Like we got this chip, and we are going to slaughter these teams to put everyone on notice. Like, no, we still got it. We just don't send our superstars every Olympics.
Yeah.
So
it's that time.
It's that time. I hope they play with a chip. You should be pissed off. Because you look at the NBA today, the top players in the NBA, the top guy is not an American. The second best guy isn't an American. The third best guy isn't an American. Like you.
Dang, that's crazy.
You should feel pissed. You should feel that like, okay, we got something to earn. And again, they're coming off of a gold medal. It's not like they're struggling, but no, we want to win these games by 20 plus. We want to cook them. So there's no reason why this men's team should not win gold.
Yeah.
The starting lineup has been tweaked a lot. They've had Braun, Curry, and Embiid have started every game, and Steve Kerr made it clear those three are not moving. Those are three of our five starters. And he's tinkered with the other two. He started Drew, he started Tatum, he started Booker. Like he's kind of experimented with that starting five. In your opinion, if you were Steve Kerr, what would you roll with for your starting five?
I'm going Steph. I'm going Anthony Edwards at the 2.
Yeah.
Tatum 3. Braun 4. Probably 85, bro.
Yeah, the Embiid thing. And again, I know how I'm gonna come off.
Dude, it's so crazy. It's so crazy, but I'm putting I don't care anymore. I don't care what you guys think. It's what we see. It's what we're seeing as of late. So continue. Sorry to cut you off.
No,
it's been bugging me. It's been bugging me.
I think it's hard because there are certain players where I at least struggle to talk about without sounding like a hater. Point blank.
Yep.
Embiid is one of those athletes in sports where I just feel like a hater. And it's not that I hate him for playing for the US team. I think that discourse has been stupid. I just think it's dumb. This is a dude who his kids were born in the US, who played high school ball, who played college ball at Kansas, like who moved here early in his life. Who am I to tell him?
Getting close to living over half of his life here.
Yeah, who am I to tell him, oh, well, no, you actually can't. Of course you can. So my anger isn't with Embiid being on this team. My anger is Anthony Davis has been incredible.
Unbelievable.
Who has played in the Olympics with the US before, who was a Kentucky Wildcat, first overall pick back in the day, and was on that Olympic team with Kobe, with Braun, with Melo, with those guys. And the way he has played, I don't understand why he's not starting.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Maybe they like him coming in second unit,
Yeah.
but which I mean, I guess is fine because either unit should be the starting unit. So,
Yes.
like, either unit
Totally.
should come out of the game with a plus in the plus minus
Totally.
category. But yeah, it is very interesting.
Yeah, I think what Steve Kerr will do is Curry, Drew, Braun, KD if he plays, and Embiid. I think.
Yeah,
I think is what Kerr will do. If it
probably.
were
And that's
me,
still great.
and that's great.
Yeah.
If it were me, I wouldn't tweak much. I'd do Curry. I'd keep Drew. And again, I'm cool with starting Ant because Ant is the better player. I just think I love Ant as that just energy off the bench.
Yeah.
Like a great defender, a great
Mhm.
scorer. He does everything well.
Yeah.
And so I like him as that six man, but if you start him, of course, I'm not mad at that either.
Mhm.
But I do Curry, Drew, Braun, Durant, AD. So my only sub would be Embiid for AD.
Yeah.
But also Bam has been incredible. I
Mhm.
mean, they were calling him Curry's new splash, bro, on the
Yeah.
team. Braun was messing around. Like, he's been great. The bag he's had in these Olympics, as a Celtics fan, scares me because
It's a little scary.
he is so awesome.
Yeah,
And it sucks having the damage that he has done to my team, but it's cool being able to root for the dude.
for sure.
So, I mean, by all accounts, the US should win gold
Mhm.
dominantly, even if Durant isn't on this team and you sub him out with me. Like,
Yeah,
realistically,
should be a dub.
yeah, should be a dub. However, these other countries are have that ship too, as they always do. Especially, overseas, they take the Olympics very seriously. They want
Mhm.
to win this gold, especially in a year with the US as good as they are. So, for you, who are kind of your biggest threats to the United States that could knock them off?
I think our top threat in this Olympics. Dang, it's tough. I was about to say, okay, I don't think they're the top threat. They're definitely one of the
Yeah.
top threats. France. France is very disgusting. Their only weak point, I would say, is their guard play. Could
Mhm.
be a little bit weak, but Victor Wembanyama and Rudy Gobert in the paint, roaming. Just we're gonna have to outshoot because it's gonna be hard to score inside.
Yeah.
Um, they also got Batum, Fournier, couple
Mhm.
shooters on the outside. Frank Ntilikina, a little. He's not in the league, but
No.
ex NBA
Ex-NBA player,
prospect. Yeah,
and yeah,
and
I
Gershon Yabusele, shout
yep,
out Celtics legend as
yep,
well, who has
you're
played well for them in
he
their
was
exhibition.
balling. It was
Yeah,
so cool. It's my
yeah,
favorite part about the Olympics is tuning into games and being like, "Holy crap, I remember you." And it's so cool because they are hooping in this.
yeah.
Like, it's
They're
awesome.
they're giving their heart for their country, man. It's
Yes.
they're playing as hard as possible.
Mhm.
Everything's on the line.
Yeah, and you have Bilal
I was about to
in
say your
there.
guy.
My guy who the NBA discussion is a separate thing. I'm very excited to see his career play out. So
Yeah.
I since we're on France, I'll say it right now. I think they are the US's biggest threat.
I I'm looking at my roster list. I agree. It's tough. It's tough though.
It's
But
very tough.
I'll give them one. I'll give them one.
I think that they could cause the most problems. I
Yeah.
just they have it, that Wemby Gobert, and they play so well together. Like
Mm-hmm.
in their exhibition games, Wemby has been. I mean, this kid is again. It's overplayed. The like, okay, well, Braun, when you go, this dude is next. It went MJ, it went you. I think it's really possible that this next dude is Wemby. So the
It's
fact he's this
insane.
good,
Yeah.
France has plenty of talent across their team, but we would be remiss to not also talk about Canada. I mean,
Yeah, that's the other one.
I think
But
consensus will be Canada.
here for me is they're lacking the bigs. So it's a toss up. Do you trust France and their lack of guard play, or do you trust Canada and their lack of big men? It's gonna be those two factors are gonna decide where they exit in this tournament. So
Yeah, because I mean, Canada, you've got Dwight Powell, you've
yep.
got Kelly Olynyk, and you've got Trey
Mhm.
Lyles as kind of your big men.
I didn't know he was
Um,
Canadian.
yeah, Trey Lyles.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. In again, those are three solid players, three current NBA players. Kelly Olynyk is a Zags fan. I absolutely love. He is a great player.
Mhm.
But when you go against a team like the US, and we've already seen it in their exhibition game, the US is able to just pound them inside.
Yep.
Like Embiid wasn't doing it. Dwight Powell was playing great, and I was getting really pissed. Okay, I'm sorry because I know how this sounds, but it's true. You fouled out in 12 minutes
Yeah.
against Dwight Powell and Kelly Olynyk. That's unacceptable.
Can't happen.
Can't cannot happen.
Mhm.
That's it.
I mean, it can happen because luckily for us, we have Anthony Davis and Bam Adebayo right behind, but it
Mhm.
should not happen.
No, it
Yeah.
thank you.
Yeah.
That is true. It should
Yeah.
not happen because we've
Yep.
seen it happen. We literally
Mm,
saw it.
yep.
Like again, they Canada has the star power. You have
Oh,
SGA,
man. Yep.
who talk about your guy is an absolute dog. He's a
Yep,
superstar. He's a top 3 to 4 player
for
in
sure.
basketball in the NBA.
Mhm,
So you have him. You have a
mhm.
Jamal Murray. You have SGA's teammate in Lou Dort and RJ Barrett and Nikhil
Yep.
Alexander Walker. Like
Dylan
all of
Brooks.
Dylan Brooks, who
Yeah.
man, oh my goodness, I love the smoke with Braun in that exhibition game. Them
That's so
instantly being like, "No, it's top." Like we hate each other, we
Yeah.
do. And Dylan Brooks walking in front of Ant while he's being interviewed, and him like staring him down. Like it's
It's
smoke.
so crazy.
It's smoke.
Yeah.
All these guys feel that. Like I, I think the consensus is Canada as
Mhm.
that silver probably favorite,
Yeah.
but I don't know. Something in me is leaning France.
Yeah, France is it's gonna depend on their draws after group play,
Hmm.
but, yeah, I think France is they're gonna be tough to beat for a lot I mean, because a lot of these most of these teams probably aren't gonna have that good of bigs, so
No,
that might be a big plus for them.
yeah, they're great. You've got the talent too outside. Like again, everyone's talking about Rudy and Wemby, and that's I mean incredible. And starting both of them is ridiculous.
Yep.
But they have the talent outside of that. It's not just a two-man team and they're
Yeah.
carrying it, which
Yeah.
I no disrespect to a team like Greece, who we can talk about in a bit, but it really is so impendent on Giannis that if he is not playing at 100, I'm just not. afraid, and this could come back to bite me, and
I
maybe it
think you
does.
covered. I think you covered Greece. I don't think we have to go back to
Yeah,
them.
like it's not.
It's no hate, but it's
No,
just what it is. What
just
it is.
reality.
Yeah. Yep.
It's reality. Shout out
Mm-hmm.
Kostas Papanikolaou. I was looking at these rosters. I'm seeing some of these ex NBA guys who just like Papagiannis is another
Mm-hmm.
one I remember as an
Mm-hmm.
ex NBA guy. Kostas, obviously Giannis's brother, but like realistically, and again, anything is possible. That's what makes this fun. Realistically, the US should defeat Greece handily,
Mm-hmm.
even if Giannis is playing like Giannis.
If he drops 40.
And he could go for 50.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's out of the realm of possibility. But
It'd be a Devin Booker 70-point loss in TD Garden.
yes,
Yeah.
like wow, Giannis stood and competed against one of the greatest US teams of all time.
Yeah.
But he's gonna need more from those other guys.
100%.
Um a team who I think is better than Greece, I think is probably the third team I'd pick. I'd probably go France, Canada, and then Serbia. I
I I'd agree with that.
I think you can
Yeah,
never count out Australia.
that's the other team that's like right there for me, but I think the star power of Jokic pushes Serbia to the third spot.
I he is, I mean, the best player in the NBA to me.
Yep.
Still,
He
uh,
is.
you. So you've got that. You've got Bogdan Bogdanovic on that team. You've got Nikola Jovic with the Miami Heat there. You have Micic, who is there. You have Zags legend Philip
True,
Petrusev,
Seb. Yeah.
my guy, rooting for you. And then Poku. So you've got some solid guys, a lot of bigs too, that like big NBA caliber talent that I think can be competitive, similar to Greece. I think Jokic has a better supporting cast,
For sure.
which is why I'd lean Serbia over Greece.
Yep.
But again, it's so impendent on Jokic playing at that tip top level if they're going to
Mhm.
be a Canada or a US or a France. Like they're going to have to play at that level.
100%.
So we'll see about that. I think who is kind of your like more out there pick that could like really shock people.
From the teams we haven't talked about,
Mm-hmm.
I'll go with I think I got to go Germany. A lot of good
Sleepy.
lot of good talent on that team with the Wagner brothers. You got
Mm-hmm.
Dennis Schroeder, you got Daniel Tice, you got Isaac Bonga, a guy that I had
Laker
to look
legend.
up because I forgot. But as
Yeah.
soon as I saw his face, I was like, "Oh, I remember this guy." But
Yeah.
De La Silva, the
Mm-hmm.
rookie, I think is playing.
Mm-hmm.
This it's a solid France team that obviously there's a couple teams I'd have higher in the power rankings, but still a lot of talent there.
Yeah. We have seen Dennis Schroeder firsthand. What
Yeah.
he does in the Olympics, he is like a lot of these guys, just elevates to a level where people forget a lot, like genuinely forget how talented the NBA is. And
Yeah.
then they see these guys where it's like Dennis kind of gets to be not, I wouldn't say the lead guy. Like obviously you have the Wagner brothers and uh Daniel Tice. Like you have these other guys, but for all intents and purposes, like this is Dennis's team. And you get to see him play at that level in that role, and he dominates.
Yeah.
So I love that pick. I think going back to our Australia discussion, That
They can
team
make
is
a run.
awesome.
They can make a run.
Consistently good. You've got Dyson Daniels, Matthew Dellavedova, my guy, Dante Exum, Josh Giddey, Josh Green, Joe Ingles, Jock Landale, who it's cool because you get him and Dellavedova, the St. Mary's connection there. Patty Mills, too. So you got
The
3
vet.
St. Mary's, the vet who
Mm.
talk about Olympics elevating
Yep.
to a different stratosphere. Patty
Mhm.
does that. And Duop Reith, who was an NBA sensation this year. So
Yeah.
I like Australia. I think similarly to Canada, I don't think they have the bigs.
Yeah.
And they played the US very well in their exhibition game, very, very well.
Mhm.
Almost beat them. But do I really think Landale can hold his own against a rotation of Embiid, AD, Bam? Like,
It's gonna be tough.
that's a tall task for literally any player.
Yeah.
Let
Let
like
alone guys that aren't playing at the highest level year
yeah,
round.
yeah,
Yeah.
like it's a tough spot. So
Mhm.
we'll see. Australia is at least a fun team. They deserve a nod, but realistically, they should not get gold. That should not happen.
For sure.
Um,
I want to give a quick shout out to Japan and Kisei Tominaga for
mhm,
making it on their national team
so awesome.
after I also saw he got signed by the Pacers. I must
Mhm,
have missed that in all the free agency
yeah,
madness, but just I think this is a guy that could put himself on the map a little bit with a good uh
yeah.
tournament. We know he can shoot from college, one of the best shooters last
Mhm,
season, and he just brings this energy that I love playing alongside Rui and Yuta Watanabe. So Japan
oh,
also has a couple solid guys I wanted to shout out.
yeah, they are at least betting wise the furthest from the groups, but
Wow.
yeah, they're plus 50,000. The next closest,
My goodness.
yeah, like it's a lot. The next closest is South Sudan, who has a insane amount of players on their roster, at least on the Olympic site.
Mhm.
So maybe I'm
Shout
wrong,
out
but
Emmanuel Acott,
yeah,
ex Boise goat.
ex Boise Goat. Shout out Boise State.
Yep.
You get Bull on that team. You get Thon Maker, who I was so high on when I
Y-
was younger, and
yep.
that's okay. JT Thor, another guy who I was very high on.
Yep.
But some
Wenyan
fun.
Gabriel.
Wenyan Gabriel, like yeah, you get some fun dudes on there. I don't think you know.
Watch out for Carlick Jones.
Yes.
He's a stud.
Yep.
He could put up some points. But yeah, I agree. That's a really tall mountain to climb when
Yeah.
you're facing the best of the best.
Yeah. It's tough.
Yeah.
Like you've got that. I'll give a shout out. I think the only other team, I mean, we kind of have two, so we'll talk about both them
We
to
may as
get
well.
yeah, just to
Yeah.
knock them out. Got Puerto Rico. Congrats on making the tournament
Yeah.
or the Olympics. It's super cool to have them there. Jose Alvarado has been awesome,
Yep.
so it's really cool to see that team thrive. On
Mm-hmm.
that team, you also have Tremont Waters. You have Jordan Howard. Like you've got some fun guys. Again, I don't think they're personally a threat,
Mm-hmm.
but a solid team. If
For
you
sure.
made it to the Olympics, you are obviously a solid team. You're top 12, you know, ball club for a reason. So
Mm-hmm.
goes without saying. And the last one is Brazil. You've got who have we got here? Damn.
We got one more after
Oh, do we?
Brazil. We didn't really talk about Spain.
Oh, yep. You're cooking. We've
Yep.
got Cristano Felicio, who, if my memory is right, played for the Bulls.
He did.
Maybe.
He was on the
Okay.
Bulls,
Okay.
100%. Yep.
Okay. You got Raul Neto. So you've got, some fun guys.
Yeah. Bruno
Again,
Caboclo,
Bruno
Marcelo Huertas.
2 years away from being 2 years away. Bruno
Yep.
Caboclo, the next Kevin Durant, as he was touted forever, when he was drafted by the Raptors. But this isn't the Brazil team that I think a lot of people are used to. Normally, Brazil is better. I would say this is a weaker team, but again, not a bad team.
Yep.
And then we've got Spain.
Hernan Gomez brothers. Santi Aldama was in the league for a little bit. I think
he's still in the league with the Grizzlies.
Oh yeah, that was like a year ago. He was playing a lot more, but yeah.
Lorenzo Brown, you get
Rudy Fernandez.
Like, that's a solid team. It's a solid team. I think if I were like tiering teams, I would go US in a tier of its own.
Yeah,
they need to win gold. There's no excuse. Tier 2, I put Canada and France. And then in the next tier, I do Serbia, Greece,
Australia,
Germany.
Yeah,
I would do as a tier.
Yep.
Next, Spain and Brazil. And then underneath that, I'd have Puerto Rico, South Sudan, Japan as like, those are the long shots.
Yeah.
I'm not expecting them to place. I'd be pretty surprised if any of those three get a medal. Obviously, I'm someone who roots for the underdog, as do most people. So it would be awesome to see them do it.
For sure.
The talent in this year's Olympics is strong.
Really, really up there for sure.
Yeah. So I'm very excited. This US team has been a joy. Seeing Curry and Braun play together is something I never thought I'd see.
So sick.
It's so cool.
It's like the all-star.
Yes. Yeah. It's cool, except, in this they try. So yeah, they like care about this. So they don't score 200, whatever it was this year, 220 something. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's a joke.
Yeah, we can get rid of that now, Adam. So with that, is there anything else you want to throw out before we wrap up?
Saturday, July 27th, games start up. So stay tuned.
We probably should have started with that, but
we said 9 days at the beginning, so if they can put the math, hopefully. But just there's for the date for y'all.
Yeah,
going through August, I believe. August 10th, I think.
Yeah, I think so.
Couple weeks of exciting basketball, and of course a load of other events. If you're not into basketball, be tuned into the Olympics. It's one of my favorite times of the year. I think that's all I got for the basketball side of things.
Since you brought that up, what is your favorite thing to watch at the Olympics, if not basketball?
Definitely the 100-meter.
Yes.
I think the 100-meter, all the track events, I think, are insane to watch. Swimming, sick.
Dude.
Yeah, I mean, there's 50 plus events, I'm pretty sure. So pick your
it's
pick your poison.
Yeah.
What do you got, you think?
Mine is a little out there. I love, ironically, because I can't swim, but ironically, water polo is like
Yo,
so fun for me. I don't
yeah,
know why. But
just whipping the
yes,
ball.
they're like drowning each I remember watching that as a kid where they'll like literally get on someone's shoulders and like push it down.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, yeah, they're like trying to swim up and they're like they've got the ball and they're stiff arming someone,
Yeah,
drowning them in the water. And I'm like, dude, this is the
this is
craziest.
sick.
Yeah, like this sport is fire on land. I mean, it's like soccer and polo, and there's some rugby,
Handball.
and there's
Yeah.
swimming and handball. It's like a hybrid of so many things like
Yeah,
mixed together, and it's awesome. I feel like water polo deserves more love,
for
personally.
sure. For sure.
Um,
I'll double down on that take.
yeah, yeah, but the races are it's so electric, like the build up, the excite, all of it, and it's
Yeah.
quick.
It's go time. It's not, you don't
Yeah,
got a full game to
nope,
figure things out. You better
nope.
be ready to go when that shot shoots. I didn't know
Yeah,
if I could say the word, but
yes.
um yeah, man.
Yeah, it's that is so cool. I love it's like it's a quick one. It's a sprint literally to the finish
Yep.
line. There's
Yep.
no game. This isn't going to take, 30 minutes. No, it's going to take seconds.
It's over in a blink of an eye.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Yep.
get up to go put some ice in your drink, you missed it.
Yep.
It's over. So,
Better
yeah,
luck
man.
next 2 years, 4
Yeah.
years, but or 4 years, buddy.
Yeah, dude.
Mhm.
That to me, I think as an Olympic athlete would be the most heartbreaking.
Oh, dude.
Like,
You have to
I
wait
worked
4 years.
4 years. I worked 4 years for this, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't place, I didn't, and that's most of the people who compete
Yeah.
don't
Only
win
3
anything.
only 3 participants.
Yeah.
It's
So,
crazy. It is the best competition in the world for a reason.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool, and seeing all of the thing I love too is like all of the stars from different sports cross over. Like you can see a Simone Biles with a Michael Phelps, with a LeBron James, with like it's just all of these athletes in one hub. Or you'll see like, oh, the swimming team is watching the basketball game.
Yeah.
Like the uh men's water polo team is watching the women's basketball team play. Like you just get all these cool like hybrid things going on with teams. It's like uh just an awesome experience as a sports fan to see all of those collide. So
It's beautiful.
yeah, excited to see it. Can't wait. Again, it's kind of corny, but it really does show the unity that something like sports brings around the globe. Like,
100%, man.
yeah, it's awesome. I love it. Can't wait to see it. The times are a little messed up for us in the US, but I will be up. I'll be tuning in.
Well, we will be tuned in.
Yeah, but I'll need some coffee in me and stat. So
Sorry.
so that'll be my game plan.
Yep.
Um with all that out of the way, let us know your excitement level. Let us know your favorite sports, who you're excited to see, who you would start. If you have a really hot take that the US won't get it done, and here's why, listen, I want to hear it
Let
because
us know. Yeah.
I don't see it.
I
So,
don't see it.
yeah,
Yeah.
but I would love to hear your opinion on it. But before we sign off, we don't even need to say it. We know what time it is. Moses, what do you got for the people?
To get this second to last weekend in
Mhm.
July
Wow.
kicked off, which is insane. We are about to be
That is
halfway through the year. I got a song that you threw on our NCAA 25 playlist. So shout out
Mm,
you for reminding me of this heater. Sundress by ASAP Rocky.
man.
If you haven't heard it, you're missing out.
Yeah.
Summer anthem, I
Yeah.
think. Cruising with the windows down, singing your heart out. It's a good song.
It's awesome. All right, great pick. That's definitely up there for like favorite summer songs.
Yeah.
I love Passion Fruit by Drake. I know it's a tough time to give Drake his flowers given the
He
recent,
does have some good songs though,
but he's
all things considered.
it like Kendrick said, man, I like Drake with the melodies. I don't like Drake when he acts tough. That is how I feel about Drake, man. When you're in your passion fruit bag, oh my goodness, bro. I could listen to it all day. All day.
Jungle.
Dude.
Yeah, okay. Wait, hold on.
No, that's that's even hearing that word gets like an emotional response out of me. I'm like,
It
oh,
it's just like
damn. Like
it's like
right
a
to the
knife
heart.
rated
Yeah.
the
Oh man. But yeah, that I love. Great pick. Sundress is awesome.
Thank you.
I have got, dude, my handwriting is so bad. What did I write down? Here we go. I've got Making the Band by Earl Sweatshirt. Shout out
Ooh,
Earl.
I don't think I've
I
heard
like
this one.
it. It's great. I
Throwback?
love it. I don't know. I feel like a couple years old.
Okay.
It's not like old, but it's old, I guess, by our standards. Yeah.
Yeah.
Great song. I like when Earl I'm a glazer, so pretty much anything Earl puts out I like. But I love when he talks his shit on a song because he doesn't do it often, but when he does, he sounds fly doing it. Shout out Earl. And that's what we got, baby.
That's the vid.
That's the vid. Thank you for tuning in. We both appreciate y'all.
Yep.
Sorry for no vid on Monday. You know what we were doing.
We're a little busy.
Yeah, you can look at our previous couple of videos if you need a frame of reference. But thank you for continuing to tune in, and
100%.
we will talk to y'all next week.
See y'all next week. Have a great weekend, everyone.
Love y'all. Peace.